Jessee Havey. I'm a singer-songwriter.
I'm JD Edwards, and I'm a musician and a singer-songwriter.
Were you born and raised in Winnipeg?
No, I was born and raised in Oshawa, Ontario, and lived most of my life there, and went to school in Ontario, University of Ontario in Toronto, and in 2005 I moved to Winnipeg, and I've thus made it my home.
Cool. And Jesse, what about you?
I'm born and raised in Winnipeg. I was 2 months old at my first Winnipeg Folk Festival.
You're one of those people.
Yeah. I'm a folk
Haven't missed
festival.
one in like...
The only time I missed folk festivals was when I was in a folk band playing at other folk festivals.
So you've had quite the musical kind of history here in the city.
Well, growing up I did a lot of theater, and I did a lot of musical theater and dancing and stuff, and a couple months before I graduated, I got a call from Leonard Podolak, who is the founder of the Ducks and founded Scrooge McDuck, and
Right.
Sort of a Winnipeg band entrepreneur.
How's a duck thing?
It's a duck. He's got a duck thing. So got together with Leonard, and he taught me this old time song called "Going to the West," and it was one of those magical musical moments. And he just went, "What are you doing for the next 3 years?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm graduating from high school." And he went, "You want to join a band?" And I was like, "Sure, let's do it."
Wow.
And that was that.
Was that your first band?
Yep,
And you played with the Ducks for how long?
5 years.
And you've been doing... I've seen you playing in a number of different things.
Yeah, I've been
downtown.
playing here, and they're starting to do it more now again. I definitely needed a bit of a break from the whole industry, but
Right.
yeah, I'm getting back into it now in a big way, and couldn't be happier about it.
Cool. What's Winnipeg like for you, say, as an artist?
I'm still totally blown away by the number of musicians and bands and performers that I still don't know. Like, I was sure, I must know everybody in Winnipeg. Like,
Right.
you know, Mike Petcow was doing this Record of the Week Club where the idea was to get musicians who didn't know each other together. And I was like, you're not going to find anybody I don't know. And he like lists all these names. I was like, who the heck are those people? But then you hear them and it's like it's just a cesspool. Like, it's crazy how much talent there is here. So I love being from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's so awesome to play with so many great musicians. And at any time, any night of the week in Winnipeg, you could go to a club and see 3 or 4 of some of like the top players in the city playing together. And you know, they might play in different bands or different groups, but this night they're together and they're doing a thing, and it's wicked.
Well, over the years, would you have like an opportunity that your art or your music has like, you know, one of those great moments that you would never have had kind of otherwise, some place that you saw, any kind of stories like that?
There's been so many cool moments. It's like getting a chance to play at the Times Changed. Like, I mean, that's such a coveted place. Like, every band wants to play there, and you know, and John Scholes doesn't let just anybody play there. You know, and you know, there's tons of you know, there's so many stories about it, and there's so much reputation there, and I don't know. It was for me, it was really cool.
What about you? Any kind of one of those?
To the Grammys.
To the Grammys, yeah. What year was that?
That was pretty weird. That was right before I left the band, actually.
Okay.
So 2007, and we got to like do the red carpet, and they asked me who I was wearing, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I met a bunch of people. Like Dolly Parton called, and I met her, and she knew who I was already, which freaked me out. Like, there's a picture of her and I together when we first met, and she's all perfectly poised and smiling for the camera, and I am like, I look, and I'm pale, like seriously, I had all these things I wanted to say, and was just like, oh, I know who you are.